Good afternoon. My name is Miranda Wise, and I am here to talk about something that has bothered me for a long time. And the more I think about it, the more I feel like I have to say something about it. And it is the subject of constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is sounds like an oxymoron to me. It sounds like a contradictory term to me because with constructive criticism, you are either tearing down something or you're building it up. So, what I found with people that um, will say things to you in the name of constructive criticism seems to be where there's more criticism than construction. Now, when you criticize something, you're not building it up. You are tearing it down. That's what a critic does. They look for flaws in a movie or, a theater event or whatever. But to me in America, it seems like that there's a lot of terminology that goes on that seems to be contradictory anyway. Okay. So let me get into constructive criticism. You ever notice that when someone said, well, it's just constructive criticism, you always walk away feeling worse? You don't feel built up. You don't feel like, you don't feel like that they made you feel better, or you don't feel encouraged. You don't feel like any of that. You feel torn down. You feel deflated. You feel sort of all of the above because that's not what they did. And the reason why people use the term constructive criticism is because that is their way of telling you, I want to be able to tear you down. I want to be able to make you feel bad in the name of constructive criticism. So it's sort of that constructive part is the mask. Behind that mask is the criticism. And the thing about it is that what is behind the mask seems to take precedence over the mask. So they got this mask on called constructive, and it's got the smiley face and all of that. However, behind that mask is really the evil that they want to do to you. So whenever somebody come to you and they say, oh, it's just constructive criticism, don't believe it because it's not true. It reminds me of that terminology that Southerners use. Now, I live in the South, okay, and I can tell you right now, like, if you don't understand what the word bless your heart means, then go ask any Southerner. That's their way of saying, oh, you're so stupid, without saying you're so stupid. So I'm just, making that comparison because, like I said, in the American English language, nothing seems to be what it is or what people claim that it is. So I remember when I was a lot younger, and there was these two young women that were a little older than I was. And they always had something to say about what I was doing wrong. They never had anything to say about what I did that was good or maybe positive. And you can't tell me that that anybody you spend enough time around did not do something positive, have never done anything positive, because if you say that, I'm going to tell you that's a bunch of nonsense. Okay. So they would always say, why do you wear your hair like that? Or how come you talk like that? Or how come you laugh like that? And it was always, and when I started to address them, now I was only 19, they were well into their 20s. And I started to address them about the stuff that they were saying to me. they said, well, it's just constructive criticism. But I never felt built up. When you construct something, you build it up. But I never felt built up. And at 19 years old, I never understood why I just felt like I never felt built up. And let me tell you, the people that use the term constructive criticism, they're basically gaslighting you, because they'll tear you down and criticize you, but then they'll say you can't take criticism. You can't take correction, or you don't you so they'll make it look like that you being offended by what they're saying is your fault, you know. And there is no nice way to do criticism. So the next time you want to build someone up, first commend them. Okay. And don't, first of all, no. Don't call it constructive criticism. Oh, don't leave that out. Leave that out, because you ain't constructively tearing down nothing. You just tearing it down. You know, that's like if I want to bomb a building. Okay. I'm either going to take the wrecking ball to it or I'm not. All right. So leave that out. But when you feel that you want to correct someone or help them or whatever, just help them. Just say, here, let me help you out. Just do that. Don't tear them down, because they ain't gonna hear nothing you say, and they ain't gonna want to be around you, and they ain't gonna, anything you say from that point on, they're gonna feel like it's a dig at them. You don't want, if you really want to gain that person, especially if it's your husband or your wife or your children or whoever it is that you love that much, okay? Don't tear them down. Just say, here, let me help you out. Okay? If you see somebody's hair ain't looking good, here, let me help you out. If you see my hair ain't looking good, you want to comment down below? Just say, here, you want me to help you out. Because constructive criticism just don't exist. I can't emphasize that enough. It just don't exist. You can't do one and it just, you can't do one and the other at the same time. It just not happening. So when people use that word, that's just their way of saying, I want to be able to tear you down, say what I want to say to you, make you feel bad, and you got to take it, because I'm doing it all in the name of helping you. No. No, you're not. So, like, if I want to say something about, like, if I was a supervisor, for example, or in a position of authority, and I am correcting my people that I supervise, okay, and I want a better job out of them, getting on their case and tearing them down is not going to do it. You know what that's going to do? That's going to make them quit. Okay, that's going to make them go and get on the internet tonight and start looking for another job. That's what's going to. You can say, you know, I like how you are able to do such and such and such, but in the future, let's take it to such and such and such. We're going to just, you know, do it like this. Instead of saying, how come you did that? So how come you did that? Or, you know, you can't take criticism. If you constantly tearing somebody down, they ain't going to take it. They ain't going to take it. And neither do you want to take that, you people who want to use the word constructive criticism. So you people who have been constructively criticized, next time somebody say something to you about, oh, it's just constructive criticism, you tell them they lying. No, you ain't. You wanna come at me. So just go on, come at me, and don't try to act like you trying to help me, because you're lying. So that's all I gotta say on the subject of constructive criticism. Okay. And y'all have a good day, and y'all be safe. It's in the 3 digits down here where I currently live. And so I'm sort of in the AC right now and everything. And I did mow my lawn way early this morning before it crept up to the high 2 digits, like 89 degrees by 11 o'clock. So y'all know that by the time 2 o'clock roll around, we're going to be sitting at about 103 degrees. But I love where I live. I mean, it's my roots. It's where all my family on both sides come from. So I can't complain because I love it down here. But y'all be safe, stay cool, stay hydrated, and I love y'all and have a good one, okay?